Hello all my crafty friends, Nana Kaye here with NanaKayeDesigns.com and the Altered Book Nook on Etsy.com. I am enjoying a beautiful, peaceful Monday, day after Easter, so it's Easter Monday. I'm sorry, I'm doing a little bit of adjusting here on my video. I had to put my websites back up there so you can see them. We've been working on this cute little journal here, and I'm going to try to finish it up today. Obviously, it doesn't seem to be drawing the interest I had hoped it would, because my videos are not getting watched more than a minute or two. So I'm not going to keep wasting my time making an hour and a half, 2-hour videos. People only going to watch for 30 seconds or 45 seconds. It's not doing me a bit of good, not doing them a bit of good just to watch it for that length of time, because they're really not getting any information. Yeah, I'm kind of griping and complaining because I just don't know what else to do. I've done everything I know to do to show off the kits that I design and to give the websites where they can be located. But nobody's buying them. Nobody's going to my website. Nobody's watching the videos. So I'm not going to frustrated. When I feel like making a video, I'll just make it and hopefully somebody's going to watch it. But anyway, here's where we are. Today I'm going to tell you something that I just recently made over the weekend, which was this cute little pocket right here. I put this pocket on. It's simple. It's just cut out of the same exact background, and it's just a really fancy little pocket. You can see it here. Let me stick this paper behind it so you can see a little better, hopefully. But there's the pocket. And how this pocket works, it's got a large tag that goes in the very back. Then it's got a journal card with a little tuck spot on it, which I haven't really tucked anything in at this point. That goes there. And then the third tuck right there. So it's really a two-tuck pocket. All right, and what I made was a beautiful tag to go with it, and I did use some fussy cuts, not fussy cuts, Lord forget, well, I did. I used a fussy cut right there, but I also used die cuts that I had stashed away, and a fussy cut there, and I had done a whole video on making this thing from start to finish. Got to the end of it, and I had forgot to cut my microphone on. Matter of fact, we look right now, make sure we're on. We are on. And I could have gone back and done voiceover, but they don't never look right to me because it just doesn't look right to do a voiceover. So I just tossed that video out totally, and I'm just going to show you what I've done. This is what I've done. And then we're going to make another one for another journal. I'm not going to do another one for this particular journal, I don't think. I guess I could do one further back, maybe. Yeah, maybe we will. Maybe we will. I might just do one out of this. This is the page I think I'm going to do on the Altered Book. Yeah, we are working on an Altered Book journal, and this is the die cut that I use. Yes, I did use a die cut to make that pocket. That pocket is made from a die cut that I think my husband got from Temu, or I bought from Temu. One of us got it from Temu when we were experimenting and seeing what we thought of Temu. So I am going to make another one. I have my trusty Vagabond right here beside me. And this is my Vagabond too. This is what I use to cut with because of my sore wrist now. I can no longer crank my Big Shot. So my Vagabond's right here. I know you can't see it. Let me see if I can swirl over a minute. I'll go over my video a little bit so you can see. There's my Vagabond. I've got it loaded right here, right on my desk. As you can see, if you haven't noticed, I did make my workspace a lot larger. So bear with me. Let's cut this one out. And I'm cutting this out of plain because that's such a decorative page, and I am going to go through it twice. I'm going to send it through twice just to make sure. I normally do not have to, but that is so much easier than cranking. All right, so we got that done. And I will put everything back on the platform here so I can pick it up again in a few minutes. There that is. And I'll just leave that like it is. Okay, here's what I ended up with. All right, we're going to put this piece in the garbage. I don't need any more. I don't guess we need these strips just popping out here. Okay, I don't need those 2 strips for anything that I can think of, and I'm not going to try to save them. It gets to be a point where you can't keep saving everything. So that's going in the trash. Here's what I've ended up with. On my packaging, I want to keep this because somebody, I'm sure, will probably ask me what is the number on Temu to get this pocket. So I've got it here in case they're asking, but I will give it to you. So if you got a pencil and piece of paper handy, get it out so I can give you this number real quick. This number is, all right, LG 22-4788. That's the one at the top. I don't know what number you need. The one at the bottom right down here is 175-970-1391. I have no idea if you can look it up, but what it was a corner pocket die cut or a triple pocket or something like that die cut. So you can look up on Temu, there's a search button. You can put dies in there, or you can put triple pocket die, and you probably will get this somewhere in there. But there's millions and millions of dies or thousands of dies on Temu, so you may have to look a little bit. All right, this thing cut, excuse me, wrong one. As you see these little strips here, it actually cut the flaps out. And it actually went ahead and, I'm trying to use the word embossed, but that's not wrong. It went ahead and scored it for me where it had to be scored at, right there and there. So my score is done, right there and there. All right, so there's my pocket. All right, so I'm sure I'm going to decorate it up some, but it really just kind of offsets so much of that print that was on this cover, and I am going to try to keep it where my stitching stays free there. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, and this also, I don't know if you can see it real well, I'll bring it up, but it's also got little punches in there that makes it like stitching. So you could actually carry this to your machine and probably stitch right around those edges if you wanted to, but because it die cut them, I don't think it needs anything extra. All right, so we got our trusty berry art. Stick my pen over here in my cork holder, and let's glue a little bit down. All right, so here we go. So that's originally how the base was made, just simply a die punched out and then glued to the page. And now you can decorate everything else, and we will. I got a few little decorations here that I've already got punched out for the lavender and lilac dreams kit. I went over and I did print a whole lot more stuff. And I have been doing a lot of cutting up here at the top of different things I've got. I might even stick that on there. I kind of like that. I'll cut it. I can cut it right there. I kind of like that. It kind of fancies it up a little bit. What do you think? Do I want that? All right, I think I'm going to take my pencil or something. This might show up better for me. And I'm going to cut these. Why are these black marks? If I can see them when I go to cutting. I'm hoping I can do this. My idea is to cut those off too, right there, and just carry this up the rest of that pocket there. Okay, so that was a stencil. Also, this was a die cut I got from Temu, and I'm just kind of reworking it to suit my need. Okay, so I want that along the edge. I probably should have not marked on it like this. Okay. The next mark is going to go right there. Okay. And you know, I can't see anymore, so let me get my idea where it was. Yeah, okay, the next one is right there. Oh, this isn't all that easy. And the next one, I can see on right there, they blended really well with the actual thing. Cut that one out, right? Or wrong. We'll do it in a minute if that was right or wrong. And then I want to cut them like this. I'm just cutting away. I hope I'm doing it right. Well, I guess there's no right or wrong because I'm designing this myself as I go. I'm just making my own little web to put on top of this pocket here to kind of dress it up a little. And that worked out just okay, guys. I like that. So now is to glue it down. You can see me gluing, so little dabs of glue all the way up, all in this webbing because I want it all the way down. I don't want it to pop up. So this will take me a few seconds here to do. Okay, I think I've got enough glue to glue it down as strong as I need it, hopefully. Oh, I wish I knew how to put music in the background, and then when my voice comes on, the music stops. And then when my voice is silent, it plays music. I really wish I knew how to do that. Hey, I'll figure it out one day. But not too worried about it until people start watching videos. Okay. The only thing that's worrying me is a little bit of black right there. But I've got a purple, I think a purple. Not so purple, but I'll cover it over this pink maybe. That helped disguise a little black pencil mark I put there, so that's pretty now. I kind of like that. A little bit of webbing. Let's see. Do we want any more anywhere else? No. All right. Now, what have we got left? So you're going to have something here, and you're going to have something here, so you really don't need to worry too much about all this, because all that's going to get covered. We'll see when we get the tags and cards made. Okay, so I've got a couple of tags cut out, just base tags out of this kit, and I really want a tall one. There is actually nothing at all really done on this one. That's a perfect height. I don't like the width of that, so we'll lay these aside, and this is the one we're going to decorate. Now that's the next thing. We got to decorate this tag somehow with something, because it's mighty bland. I cut this one out of a stencil I have, and I cut this one out, and I kind of like that webbing there. I've got this one. It's really strange looking, all coming off the side. Okay. Then I've got this one. And I really like that, so I'm going with that. Again, we're just going to glue this, just little dots here and there, trying to get some glue on here. Because I want to glue it down really tight. I don't want little pieces sticking up that paper can catch on and peel it back. Okay. Just showing you how I made that original triple pocket before. Of course, a little different, and that's the good thing about it. You can still use the same dies or stencils or templates of something that you've already done, And you can make it 2 or 3 times, but decorating it differently will make it look like a totally different thing. And that's the idea here. I mean, I could cut this tag out 5 or 6 times and decorate it totally different each time and get a totally different tag every single time. So that is something to keep in mind. Even though you may have to print something 2 or 3 different times, it doesn't matter, because when you start decorating it, you're going to get a different look. Okay, now my tag is made out of the 32-pound brochure paper. It's not strong enough, so I am going to grab a piece of my 110-pound cardstock. Okay, and I'm going to glue this piece to that to give me a center beige. This is my sandwich. I'm going to sandwich a layer in between with this cardstock. So this is going to be my filler, or my peanut butter. I'm making a peanut butter sandwich, let's say. And this is the middle. This is the peanut butter. That's what's going on the inside between the 2 bread layers. And that's just my way of explaining to you why I call it sandwiched. Okay, so let's go tight along that edge. Tight along that edge. I feel it hanging over this, and I don't want it to hang, so I want to push it up some. And that's the one thing about the stick glue I like, because I still have a few minutes to work with it, and I want to get it right on the line here. Right on that bottom line. I'd rather cut a little off than not have enough, have it completely covered. All right, so there's that. We're going to anchor it down by pressing. Be careful, that's still wet. We're going to cut a little bit of that off. Okay, got it down. Looking good so far. This is again. Okay, we're going to cut straight up that edge. And as I've told you, when you're cutting like this, it's always a good idea to slant the scissors slightly, because then you can just cut without cutting into the tag, but you don't have a lot of white overhang. Okay, yes, I know I didn't cut that corner out, and I'm going to show you why in just a second, because I want everything uniform. I want everything precise, and hand cutting is never precise. You're never going to do both sides the same hand cutting, so you've got to have another technique to get things exact. Okay, well, I've done the same thing that I didn't want to do. I had a hangover off the tag itself, but I've trimmed it now, so it's done. All right, so now I have a corner punch, and I cannot tell you, I got it on Amazon, that's all I can tell you. There's a set, got 3. I have another one, but I don't know what a color it is. I think it's pink, but I've got this one, and this is the round corner, and this is a squared off corner. I'm going to use the squared off corner. I'm going to use the medium punch on the back, which is this one. Where I didn't actually cut it off, I'm going to actually punch it off, because I get an even punch by sticking it in here and punching it. Now I've got a little white hanging right there. Got to trip that off, and I'm going to do the same thing here. Pushing that center out of the way and pushing in there as deep as I can. This one's a little bit in the way, so we're going to try to get it just like that. It's not deep enough, so let's see if the big one will do it. I'm trying to move that out of the way. Bear with me, guys. I did it earlier. May not be able to with this one. See, this one's almost got it. That's where that one went. It went almost the same. So I must have used the large one on that, but I'm going to try to cut it without cutting off any of the tag. And it seems like I did it. All right. Hopefully they're balanced. Looking at them, they look the same. It is real hard to get those off. Okay, now we got the sand. We got peanut butter in, or the middle sandwich, the middle base to give my little strength. We want a little bit stronger. Now, next thing I'm going to pull is, you know the routine, the beautiful line paper. Okay, so we're going to measure where we need this. And we're just going to go ahead and glue it down. Make it simple, just get it done. I need me a booklet that I can put underneath here so I don't get glue on my board. I think I got all the glue in the right places. It's not on the board, but we're going to make sure by wiping a little. I have bought some more baby wipes, and I forgot to bring them over here from the house. All right, this is double-sided, so you're just going to lay it down. Like so. So you're going to lay that first piece like that. Now, at this point, you got an option, guys, and I didn't do it on the other one, but I'm going to do it on this one. I'm going to make an extra journaling space here. I'm going to make this a larger journaling space than just the back of the card. Because I could cut it out right now, just cut it out, and I'd have a nice journaling spot here, but I want it to fold out. So, now what I'm going to do is come in here and fold this. And you want to get it as straight as possible, and you want it to fold where the fold is touching that edge, but not where you're going to see it on the front. Okay, let me push it down and look at the front and make sure I'm not seeing the fold from the front. That's the key. I do not want to see that purple beyond what I'm going to stain shining out from behind. So now when you pull out the tag, you've got an open spot here. Okay, and I'm going to do it one more time, okay? I'm going to fold it one more time. I'm going to fold this one a little different. I usually do the Z-fold. That's what I usually do. Let me get it over here where I can see the edge that I want to see. Lining up my lines on the prior piece, that's key to making sure you got it right. Lining it up where the lines are on the front. Let's try to keep it even. We're going to press down. Make sure we're not seeing it, okay? And we're not. Now, once I've got the fold done, I'm going to come back this way, and I'm going to refold it this way, okay? See that? All right, so now what I want to do is trim this piece off. I've got to refold just a little because I'm not quite even, guys, so, okay, so... I've got glue there. Find me an eraser real quick and see if I can erase what I just accidentally. I did. Most of it came off. That's fine. All right. So now what I want to do is make this fold here as close to that as I can get, but I don't want it to cause bulk, so I do need to leave a little bit of a gap there, just a little. And I think we're good there. We're going to press it and see. Okay, make sure it's going to fold back. Okay, I'm going to cut this piece off. Now, you don't have to. If you want to leave that piece on and let that be a pull for your tag, that's up to you. That would at least let somebody know that they've got a lot more space there to pull. So they could open this piece and then pull this piece, and you've got a lot of journaling spot there. I'm going to let it sit for a minute, and we're going to go ahead and just cut it out. And I'm going to be brave and cut those corners myself instead of using my punch thing. I'm just going to try to cut it, fussy cut it. I think we might have it. All right, so we've got that cut out. And we've got this edge cut out. And this edge cut out. Okay, so there's that. So now this is going to open. And I'm thinking I'm just going to leave that. I really am thinking I'm just going to leave it. Like I say, you can cut it off or you can leave it. I'm going to leave mine there. And I'm trying to decide why it looks like I cut it crooked, because I know I cut it right along the edge. But for some reason, we got a little, that back must have buckled a little. But that's the thing. You can come in here and just trim it up once you get done. So there's my tag, part of it. Now, let's see if I can get some word art to go in here and a piece of clip art. I want to get right here where my vagabond is. I want to get into my drawers. So I'm going to close this up for a second, guys. And move it out of the way so I can get to my clip art, which is right here in this drawer. see what I've got that I want to use. If anything. No, I want my one that says flowers. Way over there. Got my head in, I'm sure. Alright, I got some flowers. Let me see what I can find. And I'm going to keep that out. Let's decorate this thing up a little. I really kind of like that. Alright, well, you know what? Or we could go more. No, I like this one. I like the big flowers the best. I'm going to go with that. So I'm already done with this little bit. Unless I can find something for that top corner. No, I'm going to go with that. Alright, that's that for that one. Put the flowers back over there. Do I want to make it a pocket? No, I don't. I just want to glue this down. Alright. Measure out. Edge up my edges just a little. Ink up a little. Gives me a really pretty edge here. This just kind of brings it out to me. And I'm going to do the same for the back, but I don't think I'm going to worry about the ones on the inside. You can decorate them if you want to. I will probably stamp a purple heart somewhere inside. I just seems to be something I do a lot. And, oh, yeah, and I want to do the edge of this. It's got a lot of white where I had made it into like a sticker form. I wanted to kind of cue that start white in there. I'm trying to look and see if I have a purple pen. I just swore I did. Yes, I do. This is just something I keep on hand. I keep my gel pens close by. Just for reasons like this. It's just too much whiteness there for me. So I'm going to outline it with my gel pen here. And just some little areas in the flower itself. Something you don't have to do this, guys. This is just me. This is just something I do. And I don't do it often, but every once in a while I like to dress up my fussy cut art. Just a little. I've got some beautiful metallic pens coming, and I will probably be using them a lot more than I'm using these. But I do use my gel pens quite a bit. Okay, so there's that one. And I want the pink now. I want the pink. These little flowers here are pink, and I just want to kind of outline them. Give them a little more distinction from the other stuff. Again, this is, you can use your ink stains for this, gel pens, pastel chalks, if you want to decorate any of your clip art up like that. Give it a second to dry. And I was thinking about making it into a pocket onto there, and if you could. I'm not going to on this. So really just kind of want to keep most everything else that's going in this book kind of flat. Because when I put the lace in, the books, all this lace, it really fattened it up. And I do not want to get a massive, large alligator mouth book. I haven't even decided how I'm going to decorate the outside yet. Okay, so there's that. Got that on there. We're going to choose a beautiful piece of clip art to go in there. Admire. I like that one. I think I've already used that word. Flowers don't tell, they show. I don't know what that means. I'm not really, I'm not interested, so I don't think in that one. Oh, I like the word cherish. Okay, I like that, so we'll go with that. Put my word art back up here. And then I'm going to pull my butterflies out. It's amazing. Well, I don't know if I'm going to get any of it back in there. It doesn't want to work today. Oh, that's because alright, I'm tired of fighting with these drawers. But I'm not going to rearrange them, so they're kind of sticking up a little. There we go. I'm sorry, guys. Gosh, that was tough. Hey, but it never fails when I'm videoing. So many things seem to go wrong. I do like this larger. Butterfly. I don't have a lot of really large ones that I've used. So I am liking the fact that I've got some large ones I can use. These colors are just way off. So I like this one too. It's kind of simple. I think I'm going to go with that one. It's not real. God, that would have been pretty. That one would have been pretty, but no, you didn't use it. Let's just go with that. Let's just keep it simple. So I don't want this video to be too extremely long. Alright, so we're going to, you can make a stack on here. That would be another thing. I'm just decorating the base simple to show you the triple pocket. That's all. I just want to keep it really simple. Just to show you how I did that original pocket that I showed you earlier. They didn't video. That's a crying shame, you know, when you get to doing things and then you realize it hasn't videoed properly. It is aggravating. Alright. If I go too low with this, we're going to lose. We're still going to lose all that area up there, but I really want that butterfly right there, and maybe. Alright, let's pull the butterflies back out and see if we can find another blue one. I do want another blue one, or another purplish blue. I got that one, so I've got a larger one. And I've got some smaller ones. Let me just, I had one I saw that I really liked, and it just disappeared. There it is. Yep, I like that. But I think I'm going to swap out and keep the same style butterfly. There we go. So now what I got is a smaller lot of exactly the same style butterfly, which I think it'll make it more uniform, guys. So again, it's your art. You do it how you want. I'm having a little struggle here. It's getting really hot in my shop here. So I may have to take a little break. Okay. Alright, so there we go. We dressed that one up. And like I say, we can open it up. You can go in here and actually decorate some of this, but you've got a large amount of journaling space. Now, the only thing I want to change is back here. I do want to clip everything off. I don't want the tag part at the top of this, like so. I want that all squared off. There, you see what I'm saying? And if you don't want these V's, you can do the same thing here, but I'm not going to. That doesn't bother me, but I did want to pull the tag part off the top. So there is our back tag, front of the tag, and the tag fits down in the pocket like so. We'll work on the bow later. Now, what we need now are 2 journal cards. So I'm going to pull the kit out of stuff I've already cut. And hopefully, I've got the right size journal cards that will fit in there. So that one will fit there. We'll work on it. And then I want one a little bit smaller. Not too small, but a little bit smaller. That's a full pocket. That. I don't know why I seem to be limited on journaling cards, but there's one. Alright, there's my 3 cards. Look how to say aside, makes it simple. Alright, so, same thing here. This one's already on cardstock, so all I have to do at this point is get the paper that we're going to use to make this a journaling card. And I'm going to go right in these corners and make sure everything's down on this edge. Goodness gracious, it must be really getting hot outside because it is extremely warm inside the shop. And I've got long sleeves on, so yeah, it's hot. All right, got that done. Let's press the air out. Oh, well, you know, you're just gonna have to trim it. And we're just going to keep this a simple journal spot here, okay? Nothing fancy. Okay, journal card. Let's take our corner rounder. Since we got so much roundness in the scallops and all, let's round these corners of this card. Just to give it some variety and some element to look at. You don't want everything exactly square. You really, if you got a pretty stamp, that a template or a stamp, it would have to be a die cut stamp or a punch that you could cut a design out, like a pretty design. You can do that also. But there's your journaling card, and I'm not going to do any decorating off it. You can get and decorate it, but we're trying to get in this video where you can see how this pocket works. So there's that one. This one does not have the white cardstock behind it, so I do need to pull a piece off of here and glue this to it. This was a scrap, as you can see. I'm just going to go ahead and use this with Berry Arts and seal it down good. Okay. Put our second layer on. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to be so silent. It's really quiet when my grandson's not here, isn't it? He got to go home and stay with his daddy for today. His brothers and sisters were out of school, so he's spending the day with his daddy and mama. They're out of work. And his brothers and sisters are out of school. And I think he's going to stay a few days. Matter of fact, he probably isn't going to be back with me until after I have my surgery April 9th. I really kind of just need a break so that I can get myself psyched up for this surgery that I do not look forward to at all, guys. It is a major surgery, and I'm going to be out of commission. And I don't mean out of full commission, but out of being able to lift and do things for about 12 weeks, the doctor said. I can't even drive a car for 30 days, and that's going to kill me. Because I don't like to ride with other people. I really do get panic-stricken with other people drive. But, gotta have it. If I want any quality of life the rest of my life, I've got to have this surgery, so life goes on. Sucks getting old. In some ways, it was wonderful getting old. When I can retire, it really will be wonderful. Alright, so now we've got our journaling spot on the back of that. I'm going to do the same thing. This time I'm going to use the middle corner punch on this one. If I don't sweat to death before I can get back home. Alright, let me reach in. I'm trying to keep my head out. Let's get some purple on there and trim out this edge a little bit. Nothing fancy, nothing big. Simple, but dainty once it's in the package here. So this one's going to go there. So you see what I meant when I said we really didn't have to do anything extra there, because that really did it. So now other than adding a bow, we do have to punch this and add a bow. And I don't see my punch, so I may have to come back and do that later. I'll use this one. It's a little bit larger than my normal hole punch. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and punch the hole. So there I am. Punch the hole. So a ribbon will go in there, guys. I will do that after I take my little break. They'll give me a Dr. Pepper or something. I don't even normally drink drinks, but I feel like I got an urge. Alright, so there's your triple pocket with a tag that opens up to a large journaling space. You can do this with any tag, guys. It's, you know, that's just the sky's the limit with the journaling spaces. Same thing here, journaling spot on the back, card slides into that slot, and the next size card slides into that slot, making you a beautiful triple page. And that page is now decorated, just that simple, that easy. So if you get a chance, go try to find that pocket. Die cut. If you can't find it, write me and I will try to find it. If I have to order it myself and send it to you, I will do that. But just let me know if you're interested in this kit. It is the Lavender and Lilac Dreams, and it can be found on this website right here, nanakayedesigns.com. It can also be found on etsy.com/The Altered Book Nook. It might be /shop the Altered Book Nook. I'm not sure. You just have to look me up on Etsy. And if that's not correct, I will correct that. Maybe part of the problem. But anyway, again, this is the Lavender Lilac Dreams. This is our new twist on Altered Book pages, where we have actually made all kinds of shaped pockets in this book. This is number 7 or number 8 in the series. I'm not sure. I've lost track. I think it's number 7, because I think number 7 is the one I did that the sound didn't take on it. So don't take my word for it. Just go in there and look. You'll find it. But this will be called the triple corner pocket. Triple corner pocket. That's what this one is going to be called. So look for that one in that series. New twist on journal page, altered book pages. New twist on altered book pages is the name of the series. So happy late Easter. This is Nana Kaye signing off. I hope you enjoyed watching this pocket get made with the 3 little tags in it. And I will see you again very soon. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.